If your erections aren't what they used to be. If your energy feels drained. If you're pulling away from intimacy, not because you want to, but because your body just isn't responding, then listen closely. This might not be about aging. It could be something much simpler, and far more fixable. A deficiency in 3 essential vitamins your body is quietly begging for. I'm Dr. from Moheit Cara, a men's health specialist with over 30 years of experience helping men over 60 regain their energy, vitality, and sexual confidence, even when they thought it was gone for good. Here's what most doctors won't tell you. Most older men don't lack desire, they lack circulation, stamina, and hormonal support. And in many cases, the answer doesn't begin at the pharmacy. It starts in your kitchen. Today, I'll show you the 3 key vitamins every man over 60 should be taking, and how they can naturally restore erections, boost testosterone, and bring your energy roaring back. Stay with me, because in just a moment, I'll also reveal the #1 mistake men make when taking these vitamins, and how to avoid it starting tonight. But first, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a life-changing health tip, designed just for men over 60. And if this resonates with you, type 1 in the comments. If it doesn't, type 0, and tell me how I can make this content better for you. Alright, let's dive in. Vitamin #1, the circulation catalyst. Vitamin D. This first vitamin is the most overlooked key to restoring blood flow and natural erections after 60. Your body used to produce it effortlessly, especially when you spent time outdoors. But as you age, levels plummet. So does your energy, performance, and circulation. I'm talking about vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin, but for you, it might just be the foundation for getting your strength and confidence back. Let me explain. Vitamin D, the spark plug of circulation. I remember a 67-year-old man named Paul, smart, thoughtful, but deeply frustrated. "Doc," he said, "I still want to be close to my wife, but my body just won't cooperate." That quiet confession? I've heard it hundreds of times. And in many cases, the starting point isn't a pill. It's vitamin D. Most people think of it as something kids need for strong bones. But in men over 60, vitamin D plays a direct, powerful role in sexual and overall performance. It helps your blood vessels open wide and deliver oxygen-rich blood throughout your body, including to the areas that define your masculinity. Without it, circulation slows, energy drops, and intimacy becomes more difficult than it needs to be. Over 40% of older adults are deficient in vitamin D, even those who exercise and eat well. And when your vitamin D is low, your body makes less nitric oxide, a molecule critical for blood flow and erections. But it's not just about sex. It's also about stamina, focus, and feeling like yourself again. The fix: 15 to 20 minutes of morning sunlight, eating more salmon, tuna, or fortified dairy, and supplementing with high-quality vitamin D3. This can radically shift how your body performs. I've seen men who struggle to walk around the block regain energy and closeness with their partners. This isn't hype. It's biology. But as powerful as vitamin D is, it's just the beginning. Because good blood flow needs energy behind it. And that's where our next vitamin comes in. Vitamin #2, the energy generator, vitamin B12. If you've ever felt tired for no reason, B12 might be the missing piece. Let me tell you about Robert, a 72-year-old retired firefighter and proud grandfather. He told me, "Doc, I sleep 8 hours. I eat well. But I feel like I'm dragging. My mind's foggy. My body's tired. And when I want to be intimate with my wife, I've got nothing left." That story is all too common, and it often comes down to vitamin B12 deficiency. B12 is essential for converting food into energy. Without it, your system simply can't run, no matter how healthy your diet is. It also helps produce red blood cells, which carry oxygen to your brain, muscles, and sexual organs. When those cells are low, everything slows down: stamina, focus, and even desire. Here's the problem: as we age, we absorb less B12 from food. Even if you eat meat, eggs, or dairy, it might not be enough. That's why many older men feel exhausted and foggy, even when all their tests look normal. The solution? Boosting B12 with high-quality supplements, or injections, if needed, can restore mental clarity, physical energy, and that spark you've been missing. I've seen men go from nodding off in the afternoon, to laughing, hiking, and being fully present again. But there's still one more piece of the puzzle. Energy and blood flow are crucial, but so is protecting your body from the inside out. That's where the third vitamin comes in. Vitamin number 3, the hormone and circulation shield. Vitamin E, they call it the fertility vitamin, but vitamin E's benefits go way beyond that. Take James, a 70-year-old retired pilot who visited my clinic. "Doc," he said, "I eat well. I exercise. I do everything right. But I just feel off. My drive's down. I'm not bouncing back. And honestly, I don't feel like a man anymore." James wasn't lazy. He was disciplined. But like many men, he was missing something that's often ignored: vitamin E. This vitamin is a natural antioxidant, protecting your body from the oxidative stress and inflammation that build up with age, damaging your blood vessels, hormones, and reproductive system. When inflammation rises, blood flow weakens, testosterone drops, and energy crashes. Vitamin E helps reduce that inflammation, protect testosterone, and support strong, healthy circulation, especially for men over 60. Together, vitamins D, B12, and E form a foundation for restoring male health naturally. No prescriptions, no gimmicks, just science-based support. But before you run out to buy supplements, there's one critical mistake many men make, one that can cancel out the benefits of these vitamins completely. In the next part of this video, I'll show you what it is, and how to fix it tonight. So stay tuned. Your strength, vitality, and confidence might just be one smart step away. It doesn't happen overnight, but it's steady, gradual. And before they even realize it, men like James start to lose their edge. What makes vitamin E so essential is its ability to keep your blood vessels flexible and your circulation strong. Because erections aren't just about desire, they're about blood flow. And when blood can't reach where it needs to go, performance suffers. But there's more. Vitamin E also supports your body's natural testosterone production. And after 60, that becomes more important than ever. Low testosterone doesn't just affect your performance in the bedroom, it impacts your mood, motivation, and even your sense of identity. The good news: restoring your vitamin E levels is both simple and natural. Almonds, sunflower seeds, olive oil, and leafy greens like spinach or Swiss chard are excellent sources. And when needed, a high-quality, natural vitamin E supplement can help close the gap. I've seen men like James return months later with a smile on their face, feeling sharper, stronger, and more connected to life. Now, you might be wondering, what happens when you combine all three of these vitamins? Can they actually work together to boost results? The answer is yes. In fact, used the right way, these nutrients can create a ripple effect that transforms not just your energy or performance, but your entire experience of aging. Let's talk about that next. Why these three vitamins work better together. Years ago, I had a patient named Walter. He was 68, a retired high school coach, always proud of staying sharp and active. He'd been taking vitamin D for a while, added B12 after struggling with fatigue, and finally included vitamin E once I explained its connection to testosterone. But it wasn't until he started taking all three consistently and in the right amounts that something truly clicked. I still remember him walking into my office one day, grinning from ear to ear, saying, "Doc, I don't know what you did, but I feel like I've got a new engine." That's the power of synergy. These vitamins don't just work on their own, they amplify each other. Vitamin D boosts nitric oxide, improving blood flow. Vitamin B helps build red blood cells, carrying oxygen through that improved circulation. Vitamin E strengthens the blood vessels while helping regulate testosterone, which drives your energy and motivation. Individually, they help. Together, they create what I call the vitality triangle: circulation, energy, and hormonal support working in harmony. And that harmony is crucial as you age. Because the truth is, your body doesn't recover like it used to. Nutrient absorption slows, inflammation builds, recovery takes longer, and one missing piece can throw everything off. But when these three nutrients come together, your body starts to remember how good it can feel. You wake up more rested. Your thoughts become clearer. You respond quicker, physically and emotionally. And a quiet confidence returns. The kind no prescription can create. Walter wasn't a one-off case. I've seen that same shift in countless men who commit to these nutrients every single day. But here's the problem. Most men never feel this difference. Why? Because they're making one common mistake that cancels out all their effort. And unless you're careful, you might be making it, too. Let's look at what that mistake is, and how to fix it. The number one mistake most men make. One morning, a man named Gerald came into my office holding a plastic grocery bag full of supplements. He was 74, smart, thoughtful, and clearly doing his best. He laid the bottles out across my desk and said, "Doc, I've been taking all of these for months, but I still feel tired, foggy, and honestly, nothing's improving down there." I could hear the frustration in his voice. And I've heard it far too many times. The biggest mistake men make, especially after 60, is assuming that any supplement will do. They buy cheap, synthetic versions from discount stores or online, believing all vitamins are the same. But they are not. The form, quality, and dosage of a vitamin determine whether your body actually uses it, or just flushes it out. Take B12, for example. Most generic brands use cyanocobalamin, which older men often struggle to convert. What you really need is methylcobalamin, the active form your body can absorb. Same goes for vitamin D. D2 is cheaper but far less effective than D3. And with vitamin E, synthetic versions often lack the full spectrum needed to support testosterone and circulation. Another major mistake? Inconsistency. Taking vitamins once or twice a week just isn't enough. Your body thrives on rhythm. It needs daily support to rebuild energy, restore blood flow, and rebalance hormones. This isn't about a quick fix, it's about creating a reliable foundation. When Gerald switched to high-quality forms and took them consistently, the change was remarkable. Within a month, he told me he was sleeping better, waking up refreshed, and in his words, feeling like a man again. That transformation didn't come from trying harder. It came from doing it right. So now that you know what works and what to avoid, the next step is simple. How do you build this into your daily life without it becoming overwhelming? Let's create your plan. Your daily vitality routine. When I work with older men, one of the most common things I hear is, "Doc, just tell me what to do each day. I don't need complicated, I just need something that works." I deeply respect that question. Because at this stage, men don't want gimmicks, they want something real. A simple, proven routine that helps them feel like themselves again. Take Frank, for example. He's 66, a former carpenter, and came to me feeling drained, sleep-deprived, and disconnected in the bedroom. We didn't overhaul his life. We built a strong, simple routine around the very vitamins we've discussed, and it changed everything. Every morning, Frank started his day with a full glass of water and his B12 supplement taken alongside a protein-rich breakfast. After breakfast, he'd take a short walk in the sunlight, just 15 minutes to naturally support vitamin D. On cloudy days or in winter, he used a quality D3 supplement with his first meal. At lunch, he added a handful of almonds or sunflower seeds and drizzled olive oil over his salad for a solid dose of vitamin E. That's it. No extremes. Just small, deliberate choices. Within weeks, Frank told me he had more energy to play with his grandkids, more desire to be close with his wife, and a quiet strength that had faded over time. He felt like himself again. Not a younger version, but a stronger, steadier version of the man he'd always been. Because the truth is, you don't need a shelf full of pills. You don't need to chase the next big thing. You need rhythm. You need the right nutrients, in the right form, at the right time. And most of all, you need to believe you're still in control of your health. Because you are. Now, as we wrap up, I want to leave you with one final message, something every man over 60 deserves to hear, but rarely does. If you've ever wondered whether it's too late to feel strong, desired, and fully alive again, the answer might surprise you. Let's talk about that. Conclusion. If you've made it this far, I want to speak directly to you, not as a doctor, but as a man who's spent over 30 years face-to-face with men just like you. Men who've lived full lives. Men who've worked hard, raised families, built legacies. And now quietly ask, why doesn't my body feel the way it used to? That question isn't weakness. It's strength. It means you're still in the fight, still looking for energy, connection, and purpose. And for that, you have my deepest respect. We've talked about 3 essential vitamins: vitamin D, the circulation spark plug that opens blood vessels and restores healthy flow where it matters most; vitamin B12, the energy generator that fuels your brain, muscles, and stamina; vitamin E, the fertility defender that protects your heart, boosts testosterone, and keeps your system running right. But knowing their names isn't enough. The real change begins when you build them into your life. Because these vitamins don't just support your body, they support your identity. They restore confidence, presence, and the simple joy of waking up feeling like yourself again. And I've seen it. Over and over. Men who thought their best years were behind them, rediscovering strength, intimacy, and joy they thought was gone forever. So, what now? That part's up to you. You can let this sit on a shelf, or you can act on it. You can give your body the support it's been quietly asking for. You can start that walk in the morning. Take that supplement with purpose. Say yes to your health, and to your future. Because here's what I know, without a doubt, it is not too late. Not even close. You still have time to feel stronger. You still have time to reconnect. And you still have time to be the man you know you are, fully, boldly, and without apology. You've already taken the first step by being here. Now take the next one. If this video helped you, or even just made you think, don't keep it to yourself. Hit that like button to let us know this message matters. Share it with a friend, a brother, someone who needs to hear this. And drop a comment below. Tell me what spoke to you most, or what topic you want me to cover next. Your voice helps shape this channel. And if you'd like to support our mission to bring better health and vitality to more men over 60, consider a small donation. Every bit helps us research, produce, and reach more people who need it. You're not just watching. You're becoming part of something bigger. And I'm truly honored to have you here. Take care of yourself. And I'll see you in the next video.